calcium. A few minutes ago, I made a video in which I said calcium will actually kill you. I mean, not calcium, taking calcium supplements will kill you. And everybody's shocked. And folks are about to blow my inbox. And I'm going to provide an explanation so I don't have to go and explain this to everybody individually via voice notes or messages. I'm not doing all of that nonsense. I'm just going to explain it to you from my research, from different doctors and professionals, and especially by a doctor. I forgot his name. He's a cardiologist, and they say that folks, when they get issues with their bones, their bone density, with their joints and ankles, and they have pains and they need knee replacement surgeries and all these things, and these people are prescribed calcium supplements. But by the method of prescribing calcium supplements, what the doctors end up doing is they increase the mortality rate of said people by 30 to 40%. That's crazy, isn't it? This is not my opinion. This is my doctors all bad. Just do herbs. This is actually doing proper research from both sides. And this is what the doctors said. And the reason why the case is, you have to understand the science behind it. The science is, when you take these supplements, the body is ordered to produce more calcium. Then from the tissues, calcium is made and dumped into the blood vessels and arteries. But then what happens when calcium is dumped into the blood vessels and arteries and it stays there? You get clogged arteries and vessels. And then guess what happens? You get a stroke, or you die of different issues, relating to calcium deposits in your cardiovascular system. And thus they say mortality rate increases by 30 to 40%. And how to fix it? And why is it caused? The cause is, in the old days, people ate natural fats, and they ate eggs and lamb and all these poultry and these natural red meats and stuff. And these things contained vitamin K1 and K2. And what vitamin K1 and K2 do is, what it does is, when the body starts making calcium and it dumps it into the vessels and veins, vitamin K1 and K2 basically are responsible for after the calcium reaches a certain spot in the body, like preferred spot. Vitamin K1, K2 basically assist in taking the calcium back out of the blood and into the bone, and thus increasing bone density, or different places where the joints and different parts of the bodies and ligaments need calcium, and ligaments around the ligaments, and that's what it was responsible for. But once you isolate one substance, just calcium, and just take it as an analog thing, what happens is, then you don't have a carrier compound. Either you're going to consume it and it's going to come out in your urine or stool, or it's going to get deposited into different organs. And now, besides clogged arteries and veins, different problems that people are having is calcium deposits in the kidneys and different organs, the prostate, and all these places. And the reason is, it's all because of vitamin K1 and K2 deficiency. And the foods that we eat, they do not contain K1 and K2 anymore, or at least in substantial amounts. And thus you have to find alternate, still natural places, but still alternate places. I'm not sure if pumpkin seed oil I think pumpkin seed oil also has vitamin K1 and K2. So you have to find these, then you gotta hit the herb market, and you gotta find herbs, and you gotta search on, all these ashwagandhas and these duck flowers, and finding natural sources of K1 and K2, which the big pharma has not attacked yet. So yeah, when you take supplements, or instructed to take supplements, do your own research. Try to, certain supplements, I'm going to emphasize this on another video, when you have vitamin B1, B6, B12, and certain vitamins, you might take it and you might have this deficiency in the body, but taking these vitamins will not decrease the deficiency, because you're consuming them and it's coming right out, because there's no carrier compound to let it absorb into the different places that it needs to be absorbed in. So do your research, all of it. I'm lucky, alhamdulillah, because I have a few doctors I can consult. I have some herbalists I can consult. Not for just my own health. I just have theories, and I just love to question them on and off. And I come up with these crazy theories. And this is not just a theory. This is actual factual stuff. This is information from different researchers, from different doctors, PhD doctors, and especially cardiologists. And besides that, I hope you guys stay safe and healthy. Take care of your health, spiritual health, physical health, and mental health. Cheers, folks. Peace. Folks, that was part 1. And part 2, we will talk about how to overcome deficiencies of calcium and vitamin K1 and K2 naturally, and via supplements, and the whole science of basically eradicating this whole problem. And why is it also caused? Finding the reasons why people are deficient in calcium and K1 and K2. All right, hope you guys like the video. Cheers.